First time visiting Abu Dhabi and still not sure where you should stay? The hotel you choose can completely change the feel of your trip. Stay on Saadiyat Island and everything feels calm, open, and beautifully relaxed. Choose the Corniche and you're surrounded by some of Abu Dhabi's most iconic city views. Or head to Yas Island, where the atmosphere feels more energetic from the moment you arrive. But with so many beautiful hotels across the city, which ones are actually worth booking for a first visit? In this video, we're counting down 10 of the best hotels in Abu Dhabi, from unforgettable luxury stays to family-friendly choices and excellent value options. And we're not just showing you beautiful rooms and pools. We'll tell you what makes each hotel special, who it's best for, and why it deserves a place on this list. And stay with us, because some of the hotels near the top might completely change where you decide to book. Let's get started. Starting our countdown at number 10 is Traders Hotel, Qariat Al Bahri. And this hotel made the list for one big reason. You get your own private beach without having to stay at one of Abu Dhabi's most expensive resorts. You can spend some time on the beach or head to the outdoor pool when you just want an easy afternoon at the hotel. Inside, the rooms are simple and comfortable. They don't have the wow factor of the luxury hotels coming later in our list. But if you mainly want a good place to sleep, relax, and get ready for another day in Abu Dhabi, they do the job well. And in the morning, there's a breakfast buffet before you head out and start exploring. This is really who I'd recommend Traders to. If you want to enjoy Abu Dhabi, have a beach at your hotel, and still keep more of your budget for the rest of your trip, this one is worth checking out. But if you're looking for something a little different, wait until you see number 9. At number 9, we have Courtyard by Marriott World Trade Center, Abu Dhabi. And if you'd rather stay right in the city than at a beach resort, this one makes a lot of sense. One of the best parts is up on the 12th floor. There's an outdoor pool surrounded by the Abu Dhabi skyline, so even a quick swim feels a little more interesting here. Right beside it is Up and Below, the hotel's rooftop lounge. It's a nice spot to come back to in the evening, especially when the city starts to light up. The rooms keep things simple and modern. This isn't the kind of hotel where you spend the whole trip inside your room. It works better as a comfortable base while you're out seeing Abu Dhabi. And if you still want some beach time, Corniche Beach is around a 10-minute walk away. There's also a fitness center if you want to fit in a workout during your stay. So this one is really for the traveler who wants to be in the city, but still likes having a rooftop pool and a good place to relax when the day is over. That mix is what earns Courtyard by Marriott our number 9 spot. At number 8, we're heading to W Abu Dhabi, Yas Island. And this is one hotel on our list that you're not going to confuse with any other. It sits right on top of the Yas Marina Circuit, home of the Abu Dhabi Formula One Grand Prix. So if you love Formula One, the location alone makes this hotel very hard to ignore. But even outside race weekend, there's a lot going on here. The hotel has a bold, modern look with large open spaces and views across Yas Island. The rooms keep that modern style too, with a clean design and plenty of natural light. And depending on the room you book, you can even get views toward the racetrack or Yas Marina. Then there's the outdoor pool. It gives you a completely different place to slow things down after a busy day on Yas Island. And when you head back inside, the W feels much more lively than the hotels we've seen so far, with colorful lounges and several places to eat and drink. So I'd look at the W if you want your hotel to feel like part of the Abu Dhabi experience rather than simply somewhere to sleep. At number 7, we have Hilton Abu Dhabi Yas Island. And if you're coming to Abu Dhabi with kids, this could be one of the easiest hotels on the whole list to choose. Here's why. Your stay includes access to one Yas Island theme park for each night you stay. Back at the hotel, the first thing that stands out is the pool. It's a large outdoor space with plenty of room to spend a slower day between your plans on Yas Island. The rooms feel bright and modern, and some give you wide views across the water. You also have beach access, so you're not choosing between a theme park trip and some time by the water. And later in the day, there are outdoor terraces and indoor lounges where you can slow things down after a busy day out. That's really what makes this Hilton work. It gives families a comfortable hotel to come back to, while putting some of Yas Island's biggest attractions right into the trip. So if the theme parks are high on your Abu Dhabi list, Hilton Yas Island deserves a serious look. At number 6, we have the Ritz-Carlton Abu Dhabi, Grand Canal. And if seeing Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque is high on your list, this hotel puts you in a very special spot. From parts of the resort, you can actually look across and see the mosque in the distance. The hotel itself feels very different from the modern stays we've just seen. Walk inside and everything feels grand and classic. The rooms continue that calmer style with soft colors and a more traditional look. And if you want more privacy, the resort also has villas, including options with their own pools. There are several places to eat around the resort too, and some even come with views toward the Grand Mosque. But for a first trip to Abu Dhabi, the location is what really makes this hotel stand out. You get the feeling of staying at a full resort while one of Abu Dhabi's most famous landmarks is right nearby. That's why the Ritz-Carlton Abu Dhabi, Grand Canal takes our number 6 spot. At number 5, we're heading to Park Hyatt Abu Dhabi Hotel and Villas on Saadiyat Island. And this one is for travelers who want a quieter side of Abu Dhabi. The hotel sits right by the beach, and that is a big part of the experience here. You can start the day by the water, spend some time around the large pool, or simply enjoy the open views from around the resort. The whole place feels calm and low-key. Inside, the design is modern but simple, with lots of natural light and plenty of open space. The rooms follow the same style. They feel bright and clean without trying too hard to impress. You'll also find several places to eat and relax around the hotel, from more casual spaces to darker, more stylish restaurants in the evening. But Park Hyatt is really about the setting. If you want to spend part of your first Abu Dhabi trip actually slowing down, with the beach close by and a resort that feels away from the busy city, Park Hyatt on Saadiyat Island is one of the strongest choices on this list. And at number 4, we're staying on Saadiyat, but taking the luxury up another level. At number 4, we have the St. Regis Saadiyat Island Resort. And although we're still on Saadiyat Island, this feels very different from the Park Hyatt. Here, the experience is much more grand from the moment you arrive. You'll see high ceilings, warm stone, large open spaces, and a style that feels classic rather than modern. Then you step outside, and the beach becomes the main view. There are places to sit right by the water, along with beautiful outdoor terraces where you can slow down and enjoy the sea. The restaurants also make the most of the setting, with open views that keep the beach close even while you're inside. And as you move through the hotel, that grand style continues. From the lobby to the long hallways and lounge areas, everything feels made for a more special kind of stay. So if Park Hyatt was about quiet, simple luxury, the St. Regis is for travelers who want Saadiyat Island with a little more drama, style, and that classic 5-star feeling. And that's why it takes our number 4 spot. At number 3, we have the St. Regis Abu Dhabi, and this one gives you something quite special, a luxury city hotel on the Corniche with its own private beach club. The hotel itself is inside Nation Towers, and the views are a big part of the stay. From up here, you can look out across the water and the Abu Dhabi skyline. Inside, the style is much more grand and classic. You'll see high ceilings, large chandeliers, wide staircases, and elegant spaces throughout the hotel. The rooms continue that same look. They feel polished and calm, with large windows that make the views part of the experience. But here's one of the most interesting things about staying here. The private Nation Riviera Beach Club is on the other side of the Corniche, and you don't even need to cross the road outside. There's an air-conditioned walkway under the Corniche that takes hotel guests directly to the beach club. Once you're there, you have a private beach and an outdoor pool, so you can still have a proper beach day without giving up a city location. For travelers who want both city and beach with a more classic luxury feel, the St. Regis Abu Dhabi is very hard to overlook. At number 2, we have Emirates Palace Mandarin Oriental. And this is where the list moves into a completely different level of luxury. The hotel feels huge. The building stretches across a massive part of the waterfront, surrounded by gardens, pools, and its own private beach. Then you walk inside, and this is where Emirates Palace really gets its name. High ceilings, gold details, huge staircases, and rooms that feel more like part of a palace than a normal hotel. The guest rooms are more modern and calm, which gives you a nice break from all the detail you see around the main building. There are also plenty of places to eat and drink around the hotel. But Emirates Palace is not really a hotel you choose just because of the room or the pool. You choose it because staying here feels like part of the Abu Dhabi trip itself. And with Qasr Al Watan right next door, the location is especially good for a first visit. So if you want one big, unforgettable hotel stay while you're in Abu Dhabi, Emirates Palace Mandarin Oriental is very hard to beat. And finally, at number 1, we have Conrad Abu Dhabi Etihad Towers. If this is your first trip to Abu Dhabi and you want a little bit of everything, this is the hotel I'd look at first. The hotel is inside the famous Etihad Towers, and the views are a huge part of the experience. Many of the rooms look out across the water and the city, with large windows that really make the view feel like part of the room. But the best view might be much higher up. On the 74th floor, you'll find Observation Deck at 300. From here, you get a full 360-degree view across Abu Dhabi. It's one of those places where you can simply sit, have something to drink, and take in the city from above. Back downstairs, the hotel also has 3 outdoor pools and a private beach, so you don't have to choose between a city stay and time by the water. And when it comes to food, there are 12 restaurants and bars across the hotel, including places high above the city with views of their own. And that's why Conrad takes our number 1 spot. You get the skyline, the water, the beach, the pools, and one of the best views in Abu Dhabi, all in the same stay. For a first visit, Conrad Abu Dhabi Etihad Towers gives you a little bit of almost everything that makes staying in Abu Dhabi special. And that brings us to the end of our list of the 10 best hotels in Abu Dhabi for a first visit. Whether you want a private beach, a city stay, theme parks, or full luxury, there's something here for every kind of trip. And if one of these hotels caught your eye, check the description below. We've added links to every hotel featured in this video, so you can quickly compare the latest prices, check availability, and see which one works best for your dates. You may also find different room options and offers depending on when you're visiting. And if you're still planning your Abu Dhabi trip, subscribe to Blush Stay for more hotel guides, travel ideas, and places worth staying. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.